Hey all, I have Farm's Burst IPA. Their most checked in beer. Maybe they call it their flagship IPA. I don't know. 7% alcohol, and I had not even had it yet. I've had a bunch of their IPAs, but only like one time. Um, the day I got cans, I had some of this, and I thought it was really good. It deserves a review. So this is a little bit under a month old, canned February 16th, 2022. And it just uses their favorite American hops, so I assume there's plenty of Citra. But who knows exactly what else? Maybe some Mosaic. Maybe Amarillo. Maybe, whatever. Let's just drink it. But it is just American hops. And I really enjoy Fox Farms beers. It seems like their IPAs have they look kind of similar, a lot of them, but they definitely have different characters to them. They're just not all the same thing. A lot of their IPAs have been reminding me of like really good old Trillium, going back into the pre-can days almost maybe. So not super murky, but I have noticed that their cans tend to have some sediment in them. Yeah, you can sort of see my finger through there. So after I drink some of this, I'll pour in some of this stirred up bottom, see what happens. Yep, and that's a classic American IPA smell. I mean, of course, it's hazy, not super hazy. They say unfiltered IPA. Virid, which I reviewed yesterday, is their like sort of Nelson focused IPA. They call it the Southern Hemisphere IPA. It has other hops besides Nelson in it too, but this is just bright. I feel like it was smelling more dank to me the other day. I guess when you get your nose in there, but this is, this really does smell like sunshine. Just like bright, fresh, sweet citrus, very juicy, sweet orange, and delicious flowers smelling, I bet there's Amarillo in here too. Just that really clean, resinous quality. Maybe hints of melon in there. But yeah, just like that really delicious flowers that are just on the edge of being kind of stinky and dank. It just smells really good. Just like hints of, dank weed, just a little bit. It's not grassy, it's not nuggy, it's not hot baggy. Yeah, it's got some of that sticky icky in the taste. It's hop oily. Yeah, it packs a deep earthy punch, but it's not incensey. It stays super bright in the flavor. Mouthfeel is maybe a little bit light, but it's got texture and body to it. A good amount of bitterness. Maybe more bitterness than all their other IPAs I've had so far. But really just very complex. It's, I guess, pretty citrus forward, I would say. It's turning grapefruit and bitter lemon and stuff like that, but still just so bright. Just a combination of the brightness of the citrus and the floral qualities, but then the earthiness of the dank qualities and some spiciness happening, and yeah, really firmly bitter. But it's doing it in a different way than like Bissell Substance or Fiddlehead IPA does it. Really clean on the yeast. It's almost like closer to Sip of Sunshine, like I was saying, but not malty like that, and definitely packs more of a wallop. I mean, it's got all this haze. It definitely has a lot of specific flavor compounds that you can't get in a beer without much haze. A lot of flavor compounds just do not, they're not water soluble, so the only way you can have them in your beer is if they're sticking to some haze. Some proteins and polyphenols are in there, you know. And it's definitely a good amount of boiled hops. I doubt that this is, you know, all dry hops. Definitely a huge amount of dry hops, but the dry hops are not adding chalky bitterness and astringency. It's almost a West Coast type bitterness. Wow, very potent. No signs of age on this beer at all. Maybe the clearing up a little bit is the only thing, but let's see what happens when I pour in that. And that definitely got hazier. Not a huge amount. 1 or 2 chunks popped in there, but now it's much harder to see my finger through there. But it's not quite murky. Maybe it's about, you know, average for what a good real New England IPA, not some of these fake ones where they say they're New England or hazy ones, and they're not hazy at all. You have to be Alchemist or Lawson's to be able to do that. But they don't even refer to they just call their beers American IPAs. They don't advertise it as hazy. I guess if you're in New England IPA, it's a little bit weird to call it a New England IPA. But, you know, that's what some breweries have to do. Wow. That's really good. So one thing it doesn't have is like menthol qualities, which I sometimes get. It doesn't have I mean there's a greenness that's overtaking my face. It's not, maybe it's a little bit piney, actually. Not like sappy Centennial. Actually, maybe they used a little bit of Centennial in here. This review is getting a little bit too long. Obviously I like the beer, but it's not a big juice bomb. It's a more bitter, slightly lighter bodied, but huge flavor, 7% IPA. That's really unique. I haven't had anything quite like this. Even though it reminds me of a lot. At Fox Farm, seek them out, trade for them, try them on tap. You can only really get cans at the brewery, which is a little bit in the middle of nowhere. It's ironically almost like about 15 minutes from Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut, the worst place on earth. So this beer is 4.5. Bye.